All right, good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you to tonight's live success coaching for the Wealth and Freedom Network. For those of you who don't know, all right, let's see whose mic is still open. Last time we did this, it was mine. Last time that we did this, it was mine. All right, and we want to make sure that we have the full screen of tonight's presentation in this coaching session, which is a live webinar. All right, and it looks as though that the presentation is live, and everyone should be seeing that on their screens at this time. So again, we'll go ahead and officially get started. I want to welcome everybody here to tonight's Sunday night success coaching for the Wealth and Freedom Network. This is what we call a business rocket launch. My name is Chris Collins. I'm just a simple man with a simple dream, and that is to absolutely impact the world and to take as many people on the journey with me as possible. And I'm happy that you've chosen to join us here tonight. I'm also joined here with our executive team for the Wealth and Freedom Network, gentlemen that are no stranger to you guys, and Mr. Jonathan Chapman and Mr. Quentin Rogers. So welcome to tonight's call, guys.
Good evening.
All right, and tonight is we're gonna have some fun, but we absolutely want to pass along some skills that you're gonna need in order to build the biggest business possible here with the Wealth and Freedom Network. We want to get you guys off to a rocket fast start with the Wealth and Freedom Network and in your business. And if you would pick up these skills and if you would apply them, it is going to affect your business, it's going to affect your team, and it's going to affect your bank account. And this is a training and a call that we're going to do periodically for new individuals to the Wealth and Freedom Network to really give them the skills and the tools necessary in order to build and duplicate fast. And it's something that you're going to want to encourage your new associates to take part in so that they can get these skills and they can get off to a fast start in building their business. So first of all, I want to congratulate you because whether you know it or not, you have the ability to take ownership and control of your own life now that you are what we call an entrepreneur. You know, you have your own business right now, and having been an entrepreneur and joined the ranks of what we call the self-employed, there are some things that you should know to be able to make the most of this new opportunity. And even if you have previously owned a business, or even if you're currently involved in another business right now, in addition to what you're doing here with the Wealth and Freedom Network, please realize that there may be some things relative to this business that are absolutely different from any of the others that you have done or now involved in. So this training that we've put together is designed to get you off to a fast start with the Wealth and Freedom Network business. And although it might seem oversimplified to some of you, it is designed to be a teaching tool for even the most basic level of understanding, yet be able to help anyone to yield maximum results with the Wealth and Freedom Network. And after all, that's what it's all about, right? So grab a pencil, grab a piece of paper, something to write on, and let's go into this training tonight. So what are our goals here? What do we want to accomplish tonight? Well, that's very simple. I want to help you to be able to earn an additional $597, almost $600 within your first 3 days in business here with the Wealth and Freedom Network. I want to help you to create your money story. And why do we want to do that? Because this is going to help build belief for your business. So all of your friends, your family, all of the prospects, the people that you're going to come in contact with, and the people that you're going to talk to. And also, we want to help establish your business validity right off the bat, right up front. And we want to help you to be able to generate an additional $1,000 plus within your first 7 days in business. How exciting is that? You getting involved with your new business and immediately begin to be able to generate some life-changing income, something that's going to affect your household. We also want to be able to help you to create that additional $500 plus residual income very quickly to be able to reach your first rank or your first couple of levels of rank very quickly, and then to eliminate your overhead for your business within your first week. You know, we all know that whenever you get in business, there's going to be some overhead. Well, we want to help you to eliminate the overhead of this business within your first week. And we want our goal here is to teach you how to duplicate your business in this industry with this business model. Duplication is extremely important, and we want to teach you how to duplicate your business by successfully launching new associates to your team as quickly as possible. So, and ultimately, we want to set a goal of helping you to make money, because after all, that's why you're in business, right? So we want to get you off to that goal very quickly. Now, it really all starts with a why. Being able to understand your reasonings for doing what it is that you want to do and doing what it is that you need to do. You want to determine your why, because your why determines your level of success. And so you want to be able to establish that very quickly. Your why is going to be 50% or more of the success of your business. Now, that is not an understatement. Your why is going to push you, because if you do not have a dream, how can you make your dream come true? And this business is all about helping you get to the next level in your lifestyle, whatever that may look like for you. As Mr. Jonathan Chapman says, your lifestyle upgrade. I just love that term. And so we're all about helping you to get an upgrade in your lifestyle. So, but you need to know what that looks like, because if you can't see it, then you can't achieve it. And so that's where that why comes in. So if you do not have a compelling reason, your own reasons, and I think that's very important, that your why, your reasons for being in business, your reasons for driving you in business, they've got to be your own reasons. You can't do this for your grandmother. You can't do it for your mother. It's got to be intrinsic. They've got to belong to you. Now, it may be something that you want to help your mother do or accomplish that's driving you, but you can't do it because your friend wants to be in business and you're going to help your friend, or your friend wants you to help them. You've got to have a reason of your own that's going to drive you into being successful. And then because when your why is big enough, your fears and the obstacles that you will surely reach or see along the course and the path of your business, they're really not going to matter. Now, here are some of the characteristics of success, or any successful individual. One of those is desire. You've got to have a burning desire to want to succeed. There's an old story about a man who went to see a guru about the key to success in life, and the guru took him down to the water and dunked his head under the water a few times. And when he started struggling to breathe, he held his head down even longer, and he pulled them back up. And long story short, he told him, when you want it as much as you wanted to breathe while you're underwater, then you've discovered the key to success. And so you've got to have a burning desire to want to succeed. You've also got to have a great work ethic. Work ethic is very important. You can't work less or have a work ethic that is subpar to the same work ethic that you use when you're working someone else's business, i.e. employer. And so you can't work consistently or any more determined for somebody else's business than you would in your own business. And so you got to have a consistent and a great work ethic. You've also got to have commitment to be successful. You've got to have a deep-seated commitment to your business, to your why, to your goals, and to your own success. You've got to have a positive attitude. Being an entrepreneur, every day is not a sunshiny day. You're going to encounter some rain. That's just, part of the circle of life. It's going to rain. But your attitude and how you approach that makes all of the difference in the world. And so you're going to have a positive attitude if you want to be a successful individual. You've got to have enthusiasm and urgency. Waiting to build your business next week, next month, next year, that's just not one of the characteristics of those that achieve high levels of success. It's got to be done right now, and you've got to do that with enthusiasm. And you've got to approach it every day. Every day, I'm going to build my business. Every day, I'm going to do something that adds to my business. I'm going to do it with a positive attitude. I'm going to have some serious commitment, a great work ethic, and my desire is fueling all of this, and it's going to be burning in order to get me to the place that I want to be. And then, ultimately, one of the biggest characteristics that you'll find in successful individuals is the willingness and the ability to be coachable. This is to listen to people who've already walked the path that you are trying to walk, the path that you want to walk. It is listening to individuals who've already succeeded in places that you're trying to succeed. It is listening to individuals who've already gone ahead and prepared a way for you. They've already made the mistakes. They already know the challenges. They already know the potholes to look out for. And it's listening to individuals who've already done what it is that you're trying to do. Now, if you're coachable, if you're committed, if you will follow the systems that we have in place, I guarantee you're going to have success. But the success is going to be up to you. Desire, work ethic, commitment, positive attitude, enthusiasm, urgency, and being coachable. Now, there are a couple of things that you must understand here. And here I'm gonna draw on Mr. Quentin Rogers to take us through just these few things that you've got to understand about this entrepreneurship journey real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes of how to build that first $600 check within a few days and that first $1,000 check within a week. So I'm going to ask Mr. Quentin Rogers to come front and center and and take us through this slide here in regards to these couple of things that you've got to understand about being an entrepreneur and the entrepreneurial journey. So I don't know if you're you probably don't have the presentation queue to share, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the bullet points on the screen for everyone, and then if you could just take us through the slide. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Collins. Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine.
All right. Excellent. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the training. I'm excited to have you all here. As Mr. Collins stated, there's some things about the entrepreneurial journey that we just absolutely have to understand, because one thing that's key in life to have success at something is to have an understanding of what it is that you're getting involved in, what it takes to accomplish a goal. Because if you don't have a proper understanding, then you'll find yourself just kind of wandering about aimlessly with whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So some things that are real important that we're highlighting here about an entrepreneurial journey is that one, and this is a misconception really that we want to help dispel, and that's that what we do is not a get rich quick. That what we are honestly doing is teaching and training people how to be entrepreneurs. So we don't guarantee and we don't promise that you'll go from 0 to 100 tomorrow. You could very well do that. It's possible, but that's dependent upon your level of work ethic. There's a corresponding level of work ethic that goes along with whatever goal it is that you're trying to achieve. But you have to understand this is going to take work on your part. It's going to take commitment on your part. It's going to take coachability. It's going to take you doing the things you need to do in order to be successful. Also, you have to make a decision. You have to come to the point in your life when you embark upon this journey of entrepreneurship that you really want to do this. There's nothing worse in business than vacillating back and forth or going back and forth between I want to do this, I don't want to do it. One day you feel like it, one day you don't feel like it. Here's the thing about a decision. It's not based on feelings, but it's based on knowledge, it's based on what you want, and it's based on what you're willing to do. So you have to make a decision. Also, understand there's a learning curve of what we do. Don't beat yourself up if you don't get things right away. That's why it's called a process, an entrepreneurial journey. So as you go along throughout your journey, you're going to learn some things in the beginning. You may not have it all down, but that's okay because we learn by doing here at the Wealth and Freedom Network, and we learn by doing as entrepreneurs. So the better you get at it, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, and the faster, the more proficient you become, and the more success you're going to have. Also, understand that sometimes this will be an emotional roller coaster. You'll have good days, you'll have bad days, you'll have ebbs and flows. You'll have days where you've been tremendously successful and hit some short-term goals, and then there'll be days where it seems like you're not really making much progress, and it'll kind of take you through a journey emotionally, but you have to know that the decision that you made is one that you're going to stick with, and that also you're still on that learning curve that we just talked about. Also, you want to develop the right mental attitude. Okay, you want to have the right posture when it is that you're going into this entrepreneurial journey here. That having the right attitude and having the right motivation each and every single day is crucial. I was talking about how it's an emotional roller coaster. One thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're constantly feeding yourself to maintain the right mental posture and attitude. Zig Ziglar, he says, motivation is a lot like bathing. You have to do it every day. Every single day you want to do something to feed yourself to continue to have the right mental posture. And then down here you see SW next. It stands for some will, some won't, so what? Move on to the next one. In your entrepreneurial journey, as you're sharing the opportunity of the Wealth and Freedom Network with others or your business with others, you will have some people that will join you. Some people will want to just run with you. Some people will run with you and only go but so far. You'll have some people that just won't. They'll tell you, no thanks, not for me. Well, in the end, so what? You are on to the next person, you're on to the next milestone, you're on to the next goal because you made a decision for yourself and in your heart and in your mind that this is something you want to do because of the goals that you have for yourself, because of the lifestyle that you eventually want to upgrade to, and because of what you really believe that you're able to accomplish. So guys, those are some things I hope that you get. I hope you wrote those things down because these are things that are going to keep you. They keep me. Have been an entrepreneur now for a couple of years, but each and every single day, I constantly remind myself of these things, even if it's at different times, because they help to keep me grounded. I know they're going to do the same for you as well. So I'm going to turn it back over to my friend, Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins is all yours.
Awesome. Thank you, Quentin. And once again, very important for everyone to understand those key factors there in regards to getting their business off the ground. Now, let's go ahead and turn the page as we talk about the steps to making $1,000 in your first 7 days here with the Wealth and Freedom Network business. And more importantly, how to help someone else do the exact same thing. Because as we've been talking about, this business is about duplication. And if you want to build a massive check, you've got to help a lot of people build a massive check. That's what it's all about. The more people that you help, the more you're going to be helped. And so we want to talk about how you can do that, get your business off to a fast start within the first 7 days by helping other people get their businesses off to a very fast start in their first 7 days. Now, here's step one that you want to do in order to do that. You want to get qualified. Now, what does that mean? Well, with the Wealth and Freedom Network, there's no compensation without qualification. You want to get your required 99 points of personal volume immediately. The easiest way for you to do that is to simply get the Lifestyle Elite membership. It affords you everything that the Wealth and Freedom Network has to offer, all of the benefits and the benefits that we're bringing on and that we're working on even right now. And there's some super exciting things that we are adding to the Wealth and Freedom Network memberships. And you're going to want to stay connected to your email, logging into the back office, as well as the Facebook mastermind group, so that you can stay clued in on all of the things that we're working on. This membership is going to be so valuable. It is not even funny. And guys, I just can't even tell you how valuable this membership is going to be. Right now, we're already in a position to save people thousands and thousands of dollars, and we haven't even scratched the surface of where we're going. It also shows your commitment to your own success and allows you to benefit from the membership package. You also lead your team by example. You see, this is the way that businesses are built. Duplication. You want to lead your team, not tell them what to do. You want to show them what to do. And so by you committing to the top level of membership, it shows your team that they should commit to the top level of membership, which shows their team that they should commit to the top level of membership. It is all about duplication. Now, in order to get qualified, if you and most of the individuals that I'm sure are on this webinar and conference call tonight, they're already qualified. But if you aren't qualified as of yet, it is very simple to do. You want to log into your back office. You want to click on Get Qualified under the Affiliate tab, which in the back office is located at backoffice.wealthfreedomnetwork.com. Very simple to do. Now, the second thing that you want to do in regards to establishing your uh, um, building your first $1,000 check within your first 7 days is you want to set goals. Here are your first goal for your own business. You want to become a director as soon as possible. And if you don't know the ranks in your business, download the compensation in a one sheet, or compensation at a glance sheet that's available in your back office. It's right on the front page as soon as you log into your back office. You download that and take a look at it. Familiarize yourself with the comp plan. Familiarize yourself with the ranks of your business so that you can set your goals. You know where you're going. But your first goal is to become a director as soon as possible. How fast do you want to become a director and offset the cost of your membership? You see, because as a director, your membership is basically paid for. It's basically covered. It's basically free. So then you get all of the benefits, and your membership is covered out of your profits. So how fast do you want it? You decide that. But our goal here is to show you how to do that within your first 3 days. How fast do you want to make it to a senior director? As a senior director, you earn an additional $500 a month added to your income that comes in month after month after month after month. How fast do you want it? You decide that. You see, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a member of the Wealth and Freedom Network, you get to choose when you want to give yourself a raise. The downside of that is you also get to choose how long you're going to take to give yourself a raise. We want to show you how to do that within your first week. So, what do you need in order to get to your next rank? Well, the first thing that you need to know is what it requires to get to that rank. So you need to take a look at that compensation plan and evaluate What do you need to do in order to get to that next rank? If you're just getting started and your first rank is a director, then you need to expose and sponsor 3 individuals. If you've already done one, then you need two. If you've done two, then you need one more. So you need to evaluate what it's going to take in order for you to get to that next rank. If you want to get to senior director and you're a director, then you need to help 3 people become directors. It's just that simple. And then you want to do it. Get it done. Because remember, we move with enthusiasm and urgency. Step 3 is to create your resource list. In business, your resource list is the most valuable thing that you could possibly own. And everyone, it doesn't make a difference what type of business you start. It really doesn't make a difference. Whether it's a brick and mortar business, whether it's a home-based business, we all do it the exact same way. Before we launch or open our business, we're going to expose everyone that we know and let them know that we have a business. We're going to put it on Facebook. We're going to send out texts. We're going to send out emails. We're going to talk to people. We're going to send out invitations and cards. We're going to let our friends and our family and those people that are in our close circle know that we now have a business. And we're going to ask them to support it. Your business with the Wealth and Freedom Network, your home-based business, should be done no differently. You want to create and hone and organize your resource list. This is a list of contacts. You want to start with your friends, your family, people from work, people from church, your temple, your school, places that you spend your money. You want to start with clubs and associations that you belong to, other business owners. Make a list of everyone that you know. Now, here is where we really, really, really make a mistake when it comes to our resource list. We prejudge. I want to highly encourage you, never, ever, ever, again, ever, never, never, ever, ever prejudge an individual that you put on your list, or prejudge an individual as to whether you're going to put them on your list or not. Never, ever do that. Your contact's response is all about timing. Here is an example of what I mean. You know, I had a friend who had a business, and she exposed an individual to her business over a course of years, and every time the person was not interested. No, 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 no. Well, over about a decade of exposing the individual finally said, yes, I want to take a look. Why? You see, all those other times, the person's timing wasn't there. Maybe they were too busy. Maybe they felt like everything in their life was hunky-dory. The timing wasn't right for them. But at this particular time, they found that they were in between. And the timing was right for them to take a look at what she had to offer. For some people, that timing may be tomorrow. It may be next week. It may be next month. You don't know when a person may find themselves in transition. You don't know when they'll find themselves in the in-between. The only thing that you can do is to expose, is to contact, is to invite, is to ask. And so you want to make sure that you're doing that, because a no today does not mean a closed door. It simply means not yet. It doesn't mean that they're rejecting you, doesn't mean that they're rejecting the information. They haven't seen the information. It simply means that the timing isn't right. Understand that as a business owner and as an entrepreneur. And so you want to make sure that you allow people the opportunity of timing. Also, one of the best ways to build your resource list today is the use of social media. Now, I want to put a caveat in here. It is a great way to build your list, but it is not to take the place of starting with your circle. Your first circle of influence is always going to be your friends, your family, those people that you come in contact with. You want to start there. The only thing that you're going to use social media for is to add and expand your resource list. Let's talk about how we do that. Now, my personal favorite is a post that you can use on Facebook. You can use it on Instagram and your Twitter messages. And it simply says, and for those of you who are following the presentation, you can see it and you can jot it down. I am so excited. Just started a new project that I love to make some money. Was low cost, low risk, but high reward. If anyone is looking to make some extra $1,000 this month, very simply, let me know and I'll send you some information, not what you think. Now, guys, that's all you need. Post that up once a week. People are going to comment, they're going to like, they're going to inbox you, and when you do, you're going to follow up and you're going to go through the next steps. You don't want to plaster paper a bunch of information about the comp plan, about the products, about the company, not when you're new. Those are advanced techniques that you use later on after your business is established. But when you're new, you want to expose, you want to pique interest. That's very important. You want to pique interest, and piquing interest means that you're not given the whole shebang. You're not ramming and cramming everything down an individual's throat. You're getting them interested just to want to know more. And there's a science and a technique to this. And this post will allow you to do it in a very simple fashion. And there's some others that are some alternatives that you can use, but that one is my absolute favorite. And it gets results. I'm telling you, it gets results. Another one that you might want to use is what we call an indirect approach. It's a text that you can use to some friends or family and say, hey, you know anyone looking to make some extra money? I found something that I'm really excited about. It's brand new, ground floor, huge money to be made for the right people. Just send that text out. Somebody, you know, for those people that are in transition, those people that are in the in-between, what are they going to respond to you with? And when they respond to you, you take them to the next step. And we're going to talk about that next step in a minute. You know, and you simply let them know, great. When can we connect? Today or tomorrow? Remember, we talked about urgency. So it's not get back to me when you can. It's not, you know, can we meet next week? Can we meet next month? It is, when can we connect? Today or tomorrow? Urgency. Remember, when do you want it? When do you want to get to director? When do you want to get to senior director? When do you want to create that $2,000 a month money story? When do you want to get to the point where you're earning $5,000 a month out of your business? Urgency. You want to have a sense of urgency. Another text that you can use or post that you can use is to someone that you respect. You simply send out a text that says, hey, I found a very affordable way of making some extra money. Would you give me your honest feedback? You know, if a person that you respect, they want to look out for you. And so, yeah, they're taking and evaluate what it is that you want to see. And so they're going to say yes, and you say, thanks. When can we get together? Today or tomorrow? Remember, urgency. When can we get together? Today or tomorrow? And then for those individuals that you have a prior rapport with, you may send a text that says something like, hey, remember when you said that you wanted to, whatever it is that you know that they're looking for in life, that you wanted to get a car, you wanted to travel, you wanted to retire, you wanted to earn some extra money, you wanted to, you know, more hours at home with the kids. Remember when you said that? Well, I found a way to help with that right now, but time is short. When can we get together? By phone, on the internet, or even in person? You know, and if you want to put in that sense of urgency, today or tomorrow. So these are just some things that you can use. These are some tools to help you build and expand your resource list, because remember, your resource list is of utmost importance. Step 4, you want to contact and invite these individuals. All of those individuals that are on your list, you want to then contact and invite. To do what? You want to talk to people. In this business, if you're not talking to people, you're not making money. If you're not exposing people, if you're not getting them in front of the information, your business is dead. You're not growing. Your bank account isn't growing. Your check isn't growing. You're not making any money. And so you want to contact and invite people. If you talk to a lot of people, you're going to make a lot of money. If you talk to some people, you're going to make some money. If you talk to no people, guess how much money you're going to make? You're not going to make any money. So remember, when it comes to talking to people and when it comes to your list, remember we talked about prejudging. Don't prejudge anyone on your list. Talk to everyone and put everyone on your list. Why? Because those that you think will, they won't. Those that you think won't, they will. Those that you think can't, they're going to, those that you think can't, they can. They're going to blow it up out of the water. And those that you think can, they can't. They, they can't. But you don't know until you share, until you expose, until you contact, until you invite everyone on your list. And I'm talking to you about how to build $1,000 check in 7 days. Now, the best way possible for you to contact and invite all of those people that are on your list is a little tool that we call a three-way call. It is the absolute best way, bar none. Why is it the best way? It's the best way because anybody can do it. Absolutely anyone can do a three-way call. Number two, it allows you to leverage the expertise of others. You see, so even a new person can do this. It allows you to build instant credibility. You know, when you first get started in your business, you haven't made a dime. People don't know you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as an expert in this field. What they know you as is a person who is a teacher, a person who's a plumber, a person who drives a cab, a person who manages an office, maybe even a doctor or a lawyer. But they certainly don't know you as an entrepreneur and someone to respect as an expert in this field. But using the power of a three-way call allows you to build instant credibility. So you want to use it. It's a tool for you. If you have a tool that does a job the best way possible, isn't it a tool that you would want to use? And isn't it a tool that you would want to use often? Absolutely. It also relieves all pressure, especially for someone new and someone that's new to your team. You don't want to put them under pressure. Give them a tool that takes the pressure off of them. It allows you to learn while you're earning. You see, because while you're going through doing the three-way call, it's training for you. You learn how to conduct a three-way call and how to do this for individuals that are on your team. It allows your team to build and duplicate right. You see, is there a wrong way to duplicate? Absolutely. Wouldn't you want to duplicate right in your business? Sure you would. And this tool allows you to do that. Number 8, you use it to open and close. And you never, ever, ever want to close your own prospects when you're on the phone doing a contact and an invite. Use the three-way call to open and to close. And then someone else gets to do all of the heavy lifting for you. Now, when you know, if you understand the science of work and the formula of work, whenever possible, don't we want someone else to do the work for us? Using the three-way call, someone else is doing all of the heavy lifting, and you're getting all of the benefits. Now, I'm going to implore Mr. Chapman and Mr. Rogers, Quentin and Jonathan here, because I want to give you guys an example of how to do a proper three-way call. It's very easy, especially from the new individual's side, on how to start a three-way call and get someone else to help you do the heavy lifting for your business. So here's how I want to do it. Quentin, if you would be the prospect, Jonathan, if you would be the new independent business associate with the Wealth and Freedom Network, and Quentin is someone at work that you've known over the course of a few years by working with him, and you have gotten his contact information and arranged a three-way call, and to expose him to the Wealth and Freedom Network. And let's just do a little role play and show the individuals that's on the training how a three-way call is done.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be on the line helping out tonight. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing, John?
Great. I only have a minute. I'm really excited. Do you look at other ways of making money outside of what you currently do?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah, I've actually been looking around doing some research here lately.
Great. Me too. I found something that is incredible and I am all in. I'm working directly with some very successful people, and you've got to take a look at this yourself. I'm working with a gentleman who has years of business experience, making lots and lots of money, loves helping people. Hold on one second, I'll get him on the line.
Okay.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Collins.
Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
I am excellent. Thank you for your time. I don't want to take a lot of it. I've got my good friend Quentin. He's a coworker of mine, very intelligent young man, very, very smart. He's interested in the business. I've just piqued him and ready for the three-way call.
Well, I'd be more than happy to talk with him. Quentin, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am doing excellent, my friend. Well, listen, Jonathan certainly has a lot of nice things to say about you. You must be paying him a lot of money.
No.
Well, listen, we won't keep you long. It's a pleasure and an honor for me to be able to speak with you. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for Jonathan. He's a great individual, working really hard on building a successful business here. We're working together on a new project, and we're having a lot of success. And we really just called because we have a simple yet a serious question for you.
Okay.
How would you like to be in a position to earn more money over the next year than you have in the past few years combined?
Yeah, that'd be great. I could leave this job.
Could leave your job?
Yeah.
Well, what is it that you do?
Currently I work as an engineer right now.
Okay, how long have you been doing that?
Almost 6 years now.
6 years. Wow. So, what type of engineer are you?
I'm a nuclear engineer.
Okay. Wow. Well, I would think that being a nuclear engineer would be, uh, a great position. You said that you're looking to leave your job. What is it about your job that you don't like?
Well, really, it just takes away time from the things that I really want to do. I really want to be in the community, helping others, and also spend more time with family.
Oh, okay. So you're married?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How long you been married?
About 5 years now.
5 years. Wow. Do you guys have kids?
No children at the moment, no.
Okay. So you would really like to spend a little more time with your wife, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great instead of the long days.
Absolutely. So listen, um, what about your job do you like?
I mean, it's steady, stable income. The work can be pretty fulfilling at times, but
Hmm.
that's it's not very often. So, all in all, I'm glad to just be
Wow.
getting some income for my family.
Wow. So having something in your life that you can actually do and really be fulfilled from is really important to you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's top priority number one.
Top priority. Wow. Well, listen, the with the project that we're working on, fulfillment is very important to us also. We have putting people in a position to really be able to impact lives, not just in their local area, but really around the globe. And so, really love for you to take a look at what it is that we're doing. May or may not be for you, but you can judge for yourself. I always tell people make sure you get all of the information. At least that way you make an informed decision. You'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, Jonathan is going to share with you a link to some information or a call that we have that you can take advantage of. It's really very short, about 15, 20 minutes. But I promise you, in that length of time, you're going to see something that will probably excite you a whole lot. And then what I want to do is make myself available to you after you take a look at the information. And I'm going to answer any questions that you might have because I want to make sure that you have all of the information that you need in order to make an informed decision for you and your wife so that you guys can spend that time together and really get to the point in life where you really live a fulfilled life. So is that fair enough?
Yep, sounds fair.
All right, awesome. Well, listen, when do you think you're going to be able to take a look at the information that John's going to give you?
I can take a look at it later on today, or probably after I get off work.
Okay, and about what time do you get off work?
About 3 o'clock, so I can probably take a look at it about 3:30.
About 3:30. Awesome. Well, so if John and I gave you a call, say about 4:30, you would have definitely had a chance to look at it by then.
Yep, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, well, listen, why don't I go ahead and put that down? I'm just going to make time in my schedule because, again, anybody that John introduces to me, I have a vested interest in wanting to help. And so I'm going to go ahead and make time in my schedule. I'm going to jot that down. And I'm going to look forward to speaking with you again about 4:30.
All right, same here. Thanks, Mr. Collins.
You're very welcome, my friend. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye. So, guys, as you can see, the bulk of the call was done by the individual that we term the expert. And that's simply someone who has a little more information about what's going on than you. And it is your mentor in this process. Myself, Jonathan Chapman, Quentin Rogers, as well as your own upline, but we make ourselves available to anyone to be able to assist in building their business. And so one of the best things that you can do is as quickly as possible, get the weight off of you and utilize the power of a three-way call to drive individuals, one, to the information, as well as to close the individual. And so now what I want to do is I want to go through the closing process of the individual having already looked or listened to the information. In this case, we'll use the website. And then we're going to show you how we do a three-way close. And hopefully in this you'll see the areas that you've been maybe not doing things so correctly, or maybe you see a better way that you can fine-tune what it is that you're doing so that you can get better results with your business. So Jonathan, let's go through the closing process of Quentin.
All right, thank you very much. I am glad to have this opportunity to go to the close. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello,
Hello, my friend.
how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Wonderful. I am just calling to follow up with you. Have you had an opportunity to view the information?
Yeah, I did.
Excellent. Well, hold on 1 second, please, and I will get Mr. Collins on the call and he will answer any questions that you had.
Okay.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Collins. How are you?
Hey, Jonathan, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am excellent. Thank you.
Awesome. Are you
Do
calling
you have any
to
moment?
follow up with Quentin?
Absolutely. I have him
All
on the
right.
line. He has seen the information and he is ready to speak with you.
Awesome. Get him on the line.
All right. Hello, Quentin.
Yep, I'm here.
All right. I have Mr. Collins on the line. Mr. Collins, here's Quentin.
Quentin, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, listen, have you had an opportunity to take a look at the information that Jonathan sent you?
Yes, I did. I did.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. Well, let me ask you, what did you like about what you saw?
Well, I really like the opportunity to be able to take back some ownership of my time. It looks like with what you all are doing, I should be able to do that the way I really envision it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so let me ask you this. It looks like, you know, what we have is a great fit for you and your wife, to be able to get to a point in life where you take back ownership of your time, get you to a place uh, uh, where you're fulfilled. So when do you see yourself getting started?
Well, let's see. Today's Wednesday.
Hmm.
I get paid on Friday, so I can do it Friday.
Okay, so you like to get started on Friday. Well, listen, I would absolutely love to work directly with you as I am with Jonathan. And so let me take this opportunity now to go ahead and welcome you to the team. But uh, also, I want to let you know that we can, I want to go ahead and get you off to a fast start. And so have some homework for you. I'm going to go ahead and end. I was thinking in my head about how far we were going to go with this particular close in the call. We're actually getting off away from some basics here. But what I want the individuals on the training tonight to understand is that, as you see, Jonathan did very little in regards to the sharing of the program and the opportunity during these two role play calls. Jonathan's role here was simply to introduce and to follow directions. And also, you will notice that what Jonathan did after he introduced his prospect to his expert or to his mentor is that Jonathan kept quiet. You do not want to interject. You do not want to continue on with the conversation while the expert is on the phone. That's why you have the expert or the mentor on the call, to be able to take control of the call and answer the questions that the prospect may have. And so your job is to introduce, and then you want to zip it. You want to be quiet. And you don't want to say anything again until the expert brings you back into the conversation. And usually that is to give you the directions on what to do next. Okay? Now, if there were any objections that were to come, of course, Quentin was he's a very intelligent individual, and so as he saw the information, saw the presentation, he saw it right away that it was going to be an answer for him and his family, and so he was ready to go. But there are those times when you're going to come and you're going to hear some objections. Well, the expert is the one to be able to handle those objections. You just told the person that I'm going to get you to somebody who's going to be able to answer your questions. And so when they have an objection, you don't want to come in and say, oh, yeah, and so, yeah, I was reading the other day online and I can help you with that. No, you don't want to help them with that. You want to allow the expert, the mentor, to take control and keep control of the conversation, and to be able to lead your expert in the way that they're going to be able to find their information that they're going to need. So there, once again, I just want to reiterate that the power of the three-way call is going to be the absolute best way for you to build your business and get people in front of the information. Use it. If you don't have a number, get a number. Jonathan, Quentin, myself, email. As a matter of fact, for those individuals that are on the call tonight and on the training, I'm going to go ahead and do something that's unprecedented. I usually don't do this, but I'm going to give you my number for three-way calls right across this presentation and right across this conference line so that you'll have it. So go ahead right now and write this down. If you have individuals that you would like to get exposed to the Wealth and Freedom Network, you can give me a call at 757-986-0649. Again, that's 757-986-0649. And use the information on the script that you see on the screen. Introduce your prospect, and once you do, your job is to zip it, listen, and learn how the conversation is done. Why? Because you're going to be doing it for your prospects, for your team members as they come on board. You're going to share with them and help them along. And so it becomes a teaching tool. Okay? All right, so three-way call. Now, let's go to step 5 real quick. Step 5 is exposures. What do you do when you are contacting by text, by email, by phone, by three-way phone call? You want to move your people, move your prospects to exposures, putting people in front of the information. The goal of the three-way call is to get people in front of the information. Now, what type of exposures can you move individuals to? You can move individuals to live conferences, and we have several that take place. We have webinars, such as the one that you're on right now, but only talks about the business opportunity and shares the presentation. There, once again, taking the weight off of you. Don't share the information with people. Send them to the information. Don't talk to people about the compensation plan. Send them to where they can see it. Don't talk to people about the products. Send them to where they can see it. Don't talk to people about the program. Send them to where they can get the information. Teleconferences. And we're actually doing a simulcast right now. We're doing a webinar as well as a teleconference. But we also have teleconferences that people can listen to when they're in their car, when they're on the job, when they're on the lunch break, or they can get the information about what this program is doing. Now, the dates and the times for those webinars and teleconferences are available in your back office. So make sure that you're getting that information so that you're always current on when those are going to take place. That's available in backoffice.wealthfreedomnetwork.com. You also have one-on-one meetings that you can use to expose people to. Well, what's a one-on-one meeting? It's you and another individual. It's you sitting around your kitchen table. Maybe you met them at McDonald's or Panera Breads or Starbucks. It doesn't. The library. It doesn't make a difference where you're meeting them. It's just you and another individual where you're going to take them through the presentation. You may show them on your laptop the PowerPoint presentation, and that's available for download in your back office. If you don't have a copy on your phone, on your laptop, download it and put it there. You never know when you may make an appointment for a one-on-one and to take people through the information. Also, the website. You want to make use of the recorded information. And for your personal links to your replicated website, go to your back office and get that information. But just like the three-way call is the absolute best way of contacting and inviting, there is also an absolute best way of exposing people to the information, and that's what we call a vision party. Getting people in a small group where you can share the vision of the Wealth and Freedom Network with those individuals. And up until now, we've talked about how you can create a $600 check in 3 days and a $1,000 check in a week simply by helping 3 people get started and showing them how they can help 3 people get started using steps 1 through 5. Do that with a sense of urgency, and you will become a director within your first 3 days, and then you will become a senior director by the end of the week by helping 3 people get started in your first 3 days and helping those 3 people help 3 people get started within their first 3 days. Within 6 days, you've done 2 ranks. You made almost $1,000. And why do you want to do that within your first 3 days? Because within your first 3 days, we have a very powerful bonus where people earn 100% of their commissions. And so 3 individuals, $199, you're getting paid for each individual that you sponsor through the month of December, because that's the promotion. And so you want to take advantage of it in this month of December, because we don't know if it's going to last through the first of the new year. So take advantage of what it is that has the Wealth and Freedom Network has to offer with this particular promotion. But with a vision party, you can take what you would do in a week and condense it down to 1 day. How would you like to earn that $1,000 in one night? How would you like to build immediate excitement for your business? Capitalize on the power of what we call the power building strategy, and then establish your level 1 and your level 2 in your business, your first 3 and their first 3, all in one night. Well, you can do that with what we call a vision party. Now, to talk to us a little bit about how to have a successful vision party, I'm going to ask Jonathan to take us through this, because he's done these before. He does them in an excellent fashion, and I want him to share with you how you can set up for a successful vision party and how that vision party could set your business on blast just in 1 day. Jonathan, can you take us through that information?
Thank you, Mr. Collins, for doing such a great job this evening, and and Mr. Rogers as well for doing a great job with his portion of the training as well. The vision party is a really exciting component to the growth and development of your business, and it's really where um, really the bulk of your success is going to come from in the early stages of growth and development. If you really want to grow fast, then you want to make sure that you follow this particular system and follow it as closely as possible. If you really want to be able to have that kind of success, because by you following the steps and actually being prepared, you're going to be able to create value. And so people are going to come to your vision party if you make it important enough for them. So you have to use urgency. You've got to invite more people than can fit in your home, because there's always this attrition with guests that show up, and so you're always going to have less people show up than you have people that you invite. So you always want to over invite so that your room is still full, because you want to maximize each opportunity to be able to share the information with as many people as possible. And you want to stay positive regardless, because you never know how many people are going to show up. But at the end of the day, the people that are in the room are the people that are most important to you in that moment, because those are the people who are supporting you, who are there, and who are in position to have their lives changed and transformed. So of course, a couple of things that you want to do to be able to make it a successful evening is have some simple snacks that are available just after the presentation. You don't want to have things available prior to the presentation, because what ends up happening is people end up using those things and eating those things in the middle of the presentation. And you want to eliminate as much as possible any kind of distractions that are in front of people during the presentation. You want them focused on the information. You want to have some upbeat music playing in the background to set the atmosphere. The upbeat music is going to make people feel more comfortable, make them begin to feel excited. It's going to connect with them on a physiological level, a subconscious level. It's going to raise the level of excitement for what they're about to hear, and it's also going to help to maintain a positive mood in the room. You want to keep the room temperature level. You really want it on the cooler side, because when it's warmer, then people have a tendency to start getting sleepy, and it's easier to kind of doze off. So you want it on the cooler side, but not cold. Again, you want to be able to eliminate distraction. And if people are shivering and throwing on blankets, then of course that becomes a distraction as well. Make sure that you have your presentation information, whatever that is. Make sure that you have it ready, available, and already queued to the spot that you want it to be, and make sure that you test everything prior to. Because you again, you want to eliminate distractions, and you want to eliminate all those little technical glitches and hiccups that can come, that always happen whenever we're utilizing technology. And again, to avoid distractions, you want to make sure that anything that's cuter than the presenter is not in the room. So that goes for animals and children. Other things that are going to, once again, distract people from the information, make sure that they're out of the room. And ask people prior to the presentation to turn off their phones so that they can stay focused on the presentation, and of course have enough packets to pass out to your guests. Now, after as you get started with the information in your for your vision party, there are just a couple of things to that flow that are going to be extremely important to being able to maximize that time. Because again, as you're minimizing and eliminating as much as possible those distractions, then what that's going to enable you to do is it's going to allow your guests to really focus on the information. And honestly, guys, the reason that they need to focus is because there may be only one piece of information that they need to hear from that presentation that's going to give them all of the information that they need to be able to make the best decision of their lives. And so as you are preparing for that, then it's going to set you up for a great evening, a productive evening, and it's going to ensure that as many people as possible are able to hear about the information in that one setting, and it really allows you to leverage your time, leverage the time of your team and your presenters, and really be able to get your business off to a great start. But as Mr. Collins talked earlier about duplication, it allows you to set the standard for your team, because the people that are going to be in the room, they're going to see what you do, and that's going to be their expectation for how to do this. And when they see you fill the room, then they're going to believe that they can fill the room, and that's going to be their expectation. And your business, their business, is going to grow exponentially because you have set that standard and created that standard. So that's the simple part to building and developing and getting ready for your vision party. Yeah, back to you, Mr. Collins.
Awesome. Thanks, Jonathan. And I think it's important for people to understand here in the context of what we're talking about here with a fast start to their business. That with the vision party, you can do in one night what you would be doing all week long in regards to contacting and talking to one person at a time. And so the more people, as Jonathan said, the more people that you invite to become a part of this evening where you're sharing the information and allowing them to see. And there are a couple of different ways in which that information can be shared. It can be shared through using the PowerPoint on your computer and your television or projector that you may have in the home. You could share a webinar on your television and allow people to come over and view the webinar all together. So you could ask any one of us to do a private event for you, and we'd be more than happy to do that. We've done it on several occasions, and so there are many different ways of getting that information to the individuals that you're invite. But the secret and the key is to invite as many people as possible, because here is what that could look like for you. What if you had 15, 20, 25 individuals packed into your home, and as they saw the information um, and got down to the end where individuals were given the opportunity to partner up with you and get started in their own business with the Wealth and Freedom Network, that your first three individuals got going on that night. And as those first three individuals got going, you position them in the system, and you use what we call the power building strategy. And here's how that works. You share with everyone in the room that you are building your team, and the first three individuals that get started are going to be on your level one. Now, those individuals that are on your level one, they're going to benefit from everybody else joining your team. And you of course have other individuals that you're going to be talking to, but then whoever gets started after those first three, you're going to position them underneath those first three. And so if you have 15, 20, 25 people that get started on that night, then all of those individuals that get started in sequence, those first three individuals are going to have their level one starting to be built. And so right out of the gate, you could potentially have the first 12 individuals of your team to get started out of that 25. Your first three and those individuals having their first three, which automatically makes you a senior director on your first night. You've created your first $597 bonus for your 100% commissions in your first 3 days. Those three individuals that just got started now have three individuals, and guess what they've just done? They've just also created and gotten their first $597 bonus all in one night. There are four people there that have created almost $600 in bonuses for themselves. You're a senior director. You're already at the point of a $500 additional income coming into your home in residual income. Those three individuals now have $100. Their membership is taken care of, and the team is off to a fast start, because in the next 3 days, those 9 individuals that are on your level 2, they're going to be working on creating their bonus. You may do another vision party for each one of them at their homes all together, and where you pull individuals to come over and you do the exact same thing. Guys, a vision party sets your business off to a super, super fast, explosive fast start. So use the power of the vision party. And if you need help planning one, contact me, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Chapman. We will be more than happy to help you plan a successful vision party. But listen, do it right away. Don't wait on it. Do it right away. So with the vision party, you can see how that will impact your business and impact your check. Step number 7 is attend events. Events will take 6 months to a year off of the growth of your business. Events just like the one that you're in right now. You see, all of the people who chose not to attend this event, they're not getting the information that you're getting, which means they're not building their skills. Your skills are building because of the fact that you chose to take some time to devote to your business. And now you're getting something that nobody else is getting. Take 6 months to a year off of the growth of your business. Every leader and every successful independent business owner attends events. And I'll tell you another thing. In this industry, everyone who makes 6 and 7 figures a year, they attend events without question. Now, that's not to say that everybody that attends events is going to make 6 and 7 figures a year, but everyone who does make 6 and 7 figures a year, you can rest assured that they find themselves in events. They attend these trainings. They attend presentations. You want to lead by example. Show your team that it's important to attend events. Events add validity and credibility. When you go to a presentation, it is an expert sharing the information. It's not you, Joe the plumber. So utilize the events to build the validity and the credibility of your business. And then let the events do the work for you. Don't take it upon yourself to share all of the information. You're going to fumble, you're going to bumble, you're going to stumble through it. Don't do that to yourself. And for God's sakes, don't do that to your prospect. Let them get 100% of the information just like you got it, so that they can make an informed decision for themselves, just like you were afforded to do. And then make it your goal. Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever attend an event alone. If you're going to a training event, if you're getting on a training event just like this one tonight, you should have had your team with you. Don't go to events alone. Bring someone with you. When you're on a webinar, when you're on a presentation call, make sure you have a guest. Make sure your team members have guests. Don't ever go to events alone. Make that a goal, that you will have someone with you to attend your events. It's going to build your business. That's the way that it's done. So, based on the information that we've shared tonight, and I hope you guys have got a lot out of this training, a lot out of this webinar and this call. Based on what we've shared tonight, what are you going to do now? What's your next step? Here's what you need to do. You want to make sure that you're calling your prospects, setting them up for three-way calls, getting them in line to talk with the experts, with the mentors, so that they can help you get them to the information. How do you do that? You ask them the questions. Do you look for other ways of making money outside of what you currently do? We shared that information earlier in the training. Simple, and then getting them appointments for the three-way calls, and then letting the three-way call and the expert get them to the information. If they're a person that you feel totally comfortable with sharing the information, then then give them your website. Get people in front of the information. The information is what's going to do the work for you. And then get them on a three-way call with your mentor so that they can get the decision. Remember, never, ever, ever close your prospects. Allow your mentor, allow one of the company leaders to do that for you. We're here to help. We want to help build your team. We want to help build your check. We want to help build your success. So make sure that you're allowing us to help you in doing that. Well, guys, that's it for tonight's training. I hope that what you got out of it, that you're going to use, because this information will make a difference in your business. This information will make a difference in your home. It'll make a difference in your life. It'll make a difference in the lives of your children, in the lives of your family. It will make a difference as to whether you're going to be getting up and going to work for someone else in 2016. Make 2016 your year of freedom. The Wealth and Freedom Network, here on the back end, we are building the best company that we could possibly build for you guys, giving you a track that you can run on to win. We're preparing the field. The ground is ready. The only thing that is that matters now is what you're going to do with it. So, guys, take this opportunity. Run with it. Urgency, excitement, enthusiasm, dedication. Take it and use it and run and build, because now it is up to you. You guys have a great night. God bless, and look out for the next training in this series of success coachings that we're preparing for you guys. You guys have a great night. On behalf of Jonathan Chapman, Quentin Rogers, and myself, good night. Bye-bye.